Hi, this is Senior Grandmaster Jimenez. This is our weekly update for June 22nd, Volume 7. Today I'm going to go over a few things. Some things I'm not happy with. Some things, it's good. First of all, like I said, I want to thank everybody again for supporting the Worldwide Kajukenbo Federation and the Kajukenbo Live podcast. It's very successful, and I'm happy to do it. Before I go on to the main part of this video, I want to congratulate 3 people that we promoted. We promoted Sigan Duras Amore to 5th degree. We promoted Sigan Mohammed Atman to 6th degree, and Banita Pagal from Nepal. This week will be promoted to 6th degree. She's been with us for probably the last 5 years, and I think her last promotion was about 5 years ago, I think, stuff like that. And with Sigan Atman and Duress from Morocco, when they came to me, Aldo Coscos and Mike Santos had promoted them, so I kind of held up their rank. And then they had like a period that they had to be under the Worldwide Kajukenbo Federation to make sure that they were legit and they weren't like just fake martial arts. And both of them have done a great job. I cannot ask for a better couple of black belts that's really done a great job promoting Kajukenbo in Egypt and Morocco, especially Morocco. He's been a fantastic job. And Nepal, we're going to be there in a few months. And again, she's got about 200 students, and the Worldwide Kajukenbo Federation, with the help of you guys' donations, we bought them all brand new uniforms. So they're going from white uniforms to the Kajukenbo uniforms with the patch and the logo in the back. And it was a little hard to get to. It was 200 uniforms, and it wasn't easy to get that many donations. But the ones that did donate, they're on my website, the wwka.com. I put their names and everything on there, and then they'll have a special plaque for them that will be on there, and that they will be going to Nepal. We will give it to them. A couple of things I want to go through. Everybody that's under myself, the Jimenez method, and the Worldwide Kajukenbo Federation, we have a board. And of course, if there's any major decisions, we talk to the board and stuff. But all our members, they only answer to one person, and that's me. They don't answer to each other, so one can't tell the other one what to do, vice versa. Because some countries don't like other countries, and that's the problem sometimes I have, is they want to tell the other country what to do. And I want to make this clear. We're one big family, but if anything has to be said or done, or a decision has to be made, it comes from me. You can bring it to my attention that somebody's doing something that they shouldn't be doing, and I'll look at it and I go, okay, well, usually most of the time I just let it go and I say, well, he'll be okay, or she'll be okay. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. And so I have no problem you guys sending me little things, but no one has the right to get a hold of somebody else in this organization and tell them what to do. That's just not going to happen. Because we're a family and it doesn't work that way. We have a board of directors from all over the world. If there's a major decision, we'll go there on that. Now, this is a sore subject. And have you seen my letter earlier this week, not recognizing Lonnie Wright, one of my black belts from years ago? You can't really take anybody's belt away. You can't really strip him of a belt, but you cannot recognize him in your organization or under you. And if any other black belt wants to take that person, I'm more than happy to have him go ahead and take him. Okay. The thing with Lonnie Wright is he was one of my black belts from years and years and years ago. Years ago. He came from Ron Martini, which is probably one of the best martial artists probably in the world, one of the best, and a really nice guy. And he put out some top people, and helped all of us, including myself, to be where we're at today. So when he came from me from Ron Martini as a brown belt, since I knew Ron and I knew everything, he was legitimate, I held him as a brown belt. So he stayed with me for quite a few years, and he wound up getting his black belt from us. And he stayed for a little while, and I think he got the second or third degree. I can't remember which one he got. And he left the studio because he had done something that I just couldn't have that in front of the parents. And I don't want to get into that. I don't want to embarrass him more than he already had to embarrass himself. But I hadn't talked to him in a long time, and years have passed, and finally he got a hold of me again, and we started talking. And I had no ill animosity towards him. I really like Lonnie. I got along with him well. We decided to catch him up to where he should be, and we made him a 6th degree. And you'll see the video on Kajukenbo Live. I promoted him on the beach in Lake Tahoe with Mark Franzi when I passed away about a month later, and everything was fine. And then he decided he didn't. Two of the people from different countries, he decided he didn't like them, and he talked crap to them, and they shouldn't be part of us. Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of fake martial arts people out there, and I usually can weed them out pretty good. But I give these guys the benefit of the doubt, just like what I told him, because everybody has a part they have to make have a chance to prove themselves, and that's exactly what I told him. We will see if these guys are true to the Worldwide Kajukenbo Federation and myself, and which they were. I don't want to embarrass who they are, but and they wound up being great black belts under us, and it's helped our organization a lot. Well, he decided to get mad, and he pulled away. That's great, no problem. Then he came back. Okay, I'm sorry. Everything was fine. And then all of a sudden he wigged out again. So obviously he's got a lot of mental problems. But I'm not here to slam him or make fun of him or anything like that. I actually feel sorry for him. And one of my grandmasters had told me from the beginning, you're going to make a monster out of him. And I did, because I gave him a little bit of power, a little bit of say, and it kind of went to his head. And now, when I use the word integrity, you have to have integrity. You do not, I don't care what your instructor has done, even if he's right, if he's wrong, whatever. You don't ever disrespect your instructor by calling him a piece of shit. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. And that's what I got from him, to me, the one that brought him up. And he had no problem accepting his degree at the time. So that's why I wasn't going to say anything, and he shot his mouth off. I let it slide. I took his apology, and then he started it again. The one thing you can't do, and then I had some loyal black belts under me. Loyal black belts. We might not get along. We might not see eye to eye. But they're loyal to me. Just like I was loyal to Senior Grandmaster Vargas and Great Grandmaster Charles Gaylord. I was totally loyal to him because I had integrity. And the reason I put this out, he went around calling up my black belts, talking very bad about me, saying horrible things, which is way out of line and disrespect. Because you do not do that to a grandmaster. You just don't do that. And out of thousands and thousands of people that are under us, he's the only one that shot his mouth off. I'm not talking about the trolls, and we all know who the trolls are out there. That always want to see the guy on top get knocked off the pedestal. I'm not talking about those guys, okay? But let me explain how integrity is. And I want to tell you 3 stories. Myself, this is in 1992 and 93. I was a 3rd degree black belt. I went to a tournament in Reno. Cjo was there. his exact words was, "Jimenez, come over here." Because at that time I was competing a lot. I was really nationally rated and stuff. He goes, "Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about you." He goes, "Who you under, Charlie?" And he called him a blue belt. And I was like, "Sure, yes, I'm under." At that time, we called him Professor. I go, "Professor Gaylord." And he goes, "Well, I'll tell you what." He goes, "You come with me today. I'll make you 7th degree, and you're under me, only under me." Now, he's the founder of Kajukenbo. Now, I could have said, "Sure. Oh my God, Cjo's going to promote me. I'm going to be a 7th degree." Was I a 7th degree? No. Could I have looked my peers in the face wearing that 7th degree? No. Here's where integrity came in. I told him very nicely, Cjo, and I think at the back I think we called him Professor at that time. I said, "Professor," I go, it's a great honor for you asking me this, but I'm loyal to Professor Gaylord, and that's my teacher is, and I'm honored, but I want to stay with him because he's the one that should bring me up because he brought me up from the past. His exact words to me was, "Never talk to me again after that." But that's integrity. I could have took the belt, but I didn't. Now, here's another story. One of my black belts, which is a grandmaster now. This is what integrity comes in. We weren't getting along. Grandmaster Gaylord tells him one day at a black belt class, he goes, "Oh, you and Tony's not getting along, huh?" He goes, "What are you, a 4th degree?" "Yes." "Well, I'll tell you what, I'll make you 5th degree today. You just be under me from now on." Now, we weren't getting along, but his integrity came in. "No, thank you, Professor." I go, "It's a great honor, but I want to be promoted by Professor Jimenez, because he's the one that promoted me from all my belts, from white belt all the way up." And what Gaylord said to him was, "You know what?" He goes, "I respect that. That shows integrity." There's that word again, integrity. Now, one of my other black belts was at a seminar and Uncle Frank was there. Now, he's one of the founders of Kajukenbo too. And at the same time, we weren't really getting along. It was nothing about karate. It was something else completely about business. So we weren't really getting along. Same thing. "Oh, what are you under?" "Okay, I'll promote you today. You be under me from now on." Now, he could have jumped on it and went, "Sure." But even though he was mad at me, that word integrity came in again. And he told him, "No, thank you, that he's under me and Grandmaster Baca and stuff like that." And that's who he wants to stay with. Now, Uncle Frank didn't get mad. He's okay, no problem. No worries about it. But again, there's their integrity. Now, if I've had black belts that jump from Gaylord to Imperato to back to Gaylord to back and forth just for a degree or whatever, okay, those are the ones that kind of lack that integrity. And I don't want to hear, "Oh, the old man is going to promote me." I don't want to hear that. Because it should have been the same thing that we all said. "No, thank you. I want to stay with my teacher." Now, to this day, Senior Grandmaster Vargas, a lot of people don't like him because, of the allegations from years ago. But I would never disrespect him, no matter what. And I always said, he's my teacher. Then Great Grandmaster Gaylord, I was under him for all those years, and he's the one that gave me all my degrees, except for my 9th degree, which I got from Senior Grandmaster Vargas, who I started with. There's integrity. Al Coscos, Al Novak, the list. My certificate, you'll see all the top black belts. Senior Grandmasters that signed this, and Senior Grandmaster Alan Reyes. There's no fly-by-night people that signed my certificate. All the top people. So when I get somebody like Lonnie Wright that says, "Oh, they got no integrity." No, you have no integrity. If you look at my black belt, the family tree, look at all my black belts. Look who I put out. Look who they put out. Look who they put out. Look who they put out. Okay? Where did it all come from? Started with me. I started with Senior Grandmaster Vargas and Gaylord. We worked our way down, and we put out these branches of all these top people. So no one can come back and say he's not legitimate or he's doing this wrong, because all they gotta do is look at the family tree. So that's that word, integrity. Now for us and the Worldwide Kajukenbo Federation, I hope Lonnie Wright the best. I hope, he keeps his journey with the martial arts and find what he's looking for, because that's how we are. We hope the best. Has he helped us in the past? He's donated a lot of money to the Kajukenbo Federation. But I'll show you how example it is. Christmas time, he sent $300 to the association. Did I take that $300? No. The day I got it, one of our senior grandmasters needed help really bad. It went from our account right to the senior grandmaster's account, and we helped him out. That's what we do. So when you think, if anybody donates any money, and if you think we go, oh boy, and we go out and buy a Ferrari, or we do whatever, it doesn't work that way. When as soon as the money hits here, it goes out. It goes out to help the people that need the help. That's what we do. And another thing too, promotion-wise, I've never took a dime from anybody for a promotion. I look at it this way: that promotion is earned, not paid for. And anybody that I promoted will tell you that I never asked for a dime. Morocco's promoting like 26 people at his studio this week. I made all certificates up, or Muhammad made them up, and I sent it to him. He asked me, Grandmaster, what do we owe you? You know what you owe me? Nothing. Nothing. It's earned, not paid for. So if anybody out there thinks that we're here selling certificates, or we make a lot of money selling certificates, they're 1,000% wrong. And anybody I promoted, even the Grandmaster, when I promoted Terry Faircloth to Grandmaster, his exact words are, what do I owe you? Nothing. I can't do that. That's not right. Everybody else charges. I don't want anything. He did donate some money to the association, which he didn't have to do, but he wanted to do that. But did I ask him for anything? Not a dime. So there's no one out there that can say, I charge anybody for a certificate. It doesn't happen. So now I had to get that off my chest, so that way you know where it's coming from. I hated to put that on the site the other day about the not recognize him, but he wouldn't stop doing this to everybody, so I had to kind of put him in check. And like Grandmaster Gaylord said, he never stripped anybody, because anytime you bring it up like we did, it brings more attention to a nobody. So I gave him his little 15 minutes of fame, okay? But realistically, I shouldn't have even put it up there. So, but I did, so that way, because I just got tired of this with his mouth with everybody. Anyway, we have the summit. And get back to that part. It's in April of 2023. All the heads of Grandmasters are going to be there from all over the world. You don't even have to be a Grandmaster. Just be part of it. Just come there. It's going to be history. There's going to be people from all over going to be there. The food, the hotels, all free. You just have to get your airfare there. Okay? And so it's going to be a great thing. And again, I really want to focus, again, like a broken record. Please, when you see these videos, leave a comment. Because even if it's good or bad, this way I know, what's being, what you guys are thinking. If you don't say anything, I won't know what you're thinking. So please leave a comment. Even if it says, hey, great job, or, well, can we talk about this next time, or da-da-da-da. That's what I want you to do. And please hit subscribe so we can hit our 500 mark. It's a slow process and stuff like that. Now, for our words of wisdom, this is kind of comes back to the part that I was talking about earlier. And I want you to think about this. Apparently, when you treat people like they treat you, they get upset. So keep that in mind. People can do this, but as soon as you go back at them, they get upset. And it's, oh my God, they're saying this, they're saying that. Keep your mouth shut from the beginning. and these little things won't happen. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Next week we'll have more positive things to say, but we just had to get this off my chest so people know where we're coming from. And again, I'm Senior Grandmaster Jimenez. I thank you from the Worldwide Kajukenbo Federation. This is coming out of South Lake Tahoe, Kajukenbo Live. I'll see you next week.